Somewhere along the line, I suppose, in either the master's degree school administration program down at Peabody or in the doctoral work I was doing at University of Northern Colorado, Greeley, I learned about how important the open door policy is to having a good relationship between the principal and the staff. So, I promised my faculty, complete good faith, that you want to see me. If you can't catch me on the go, come by the office, tell the secretary. She'll either get you right into my office at that time, or she'll make a note, get it to me, and I'll see you within 24 hours. Well, that then worked very well with the first secretary. I had no reason to believe it wasn't going to work very well with Mrs. CARRUCCI. Mrs. CARRUCCI, church friend. She and her husband Larry in the choir. Donna and I in the choir. She loved and still loves our youngest daughter. Perfect, right? Oh, she was experienced secretary, very skillful, very literate, very nice. Can't have it any better than that. But then it turns out there's a big problem. A really big problem. One I didn't know about. I don't know, you suppose the problem was my wife was jealous of her? No way. She didn't know there was a problem. I didn't know there was a problem. But there was a problem. Faculty meeting, and I'll go into faculty meeting some other time. But at the end of the faculty meeting, there was a little open session time. No agenda now from the principal. What do you guys have on the agenda? Or not on the agenda, just what do you want to bring up? Boy, somebody said, you aren't keeping your deal with us. What do you mean I'm not keeping my deal with you? Well, you say if we want to see you, and we go by the office, leave our name, that you'll see us within 24 hours. It is not happening. It's not happening to you? Boy, half of the faculty says, no, it's happening to all of us. Your secretary either isn't telling you or you aren't doing what you're saying you do. Well, I said, I'll guarantee you that is, she's not telling me, because if I know, I come see you. So I go back and see VERA the next morning and say, now listen, that's important to me. It's important to how this school is run. Well, she didn't argue at all. Okay, yes, okay, fine. Problem solved, right? No more problem. Boy, I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5, wasn't very doggone long, and it came right up again, and they said, you got a problem. You're either not doing what you think you're doing, or your secretary's not doing what you think she's doing, because we asked to see you and nothing happens. Boy, I couldn't believe it. That this is still a problem, because I thought it was all taken care of and that things were just going so smooth. Is the reason I wasn't getting many calls to go see somebody. Never even reminded. Yeah, I was pretty busy. Well, I went back in and told VERA, the faculty says that you're still not getting the word to me when they want to see me. Well, she said they want to see you about things that aren't important, and you're so busy. I think that's a full admission of guilt. I said, VERA, you will no longer be my secretary. Just as soon as we can get it arranged, you're out of here. Because you are not following my instructions, and that's the first prerequisite of being the secretary here. Well, we made an arrangement that got her transferred to be the secretary for one of the instructional teams, and she continued to be a valuable member of the staff, but no longer had anything to do with my office. Just as soon as I could make the switch and find Mrs. Rosso as her replacement. And we've stayed friends. We're still friends today. For a long time we were fishing buddies. I either have gone into that or will go into that. But she said in that argument that we had that last time, she was still the secretary, she said, "You're so good with the kids, and those faculty members bother you with things that aren't that important." I guess she thought she was my mother. But one mother's enough for anybody. I sure didn't need an extra one.